Hello there, my name is Ladrium,
Hello, and I am Adequate.
and today we are doing something a little bit different. Today, we are not going to be in our main characters.
No.
We are going to be walking around and showing you all the beautiful builds
Yes, we
that
are.
we have here on Lore and Legends.
Yeah, well, actually, this area we're standing in right now is something that I don't know if my viewers have seen much of, unless they've seen your recent video.
Yeah, this is a really fun area over here. There are so many flowers, but these lavender ones over here are the new ones that I added because in one of my episodes, I told my viewers that we really need lavender and it would really go good with gold.
Yeah.
So we added it.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, this place is really fun, though I did run out of grass seeds.
Oh, I have to tell you, I've done large hay fields like that, and oh my gosh, it takes so long. All right, what's next? We've seen this. This is new. We should probably... there's some things up here that I think Eleanor... actually, we should get this covered real quick. We'll interchangeably use Eleanor and Mummy Bear, right?
Yes, well, we'll try to. In normal conversations, we call her Mummy, but in here we call her Eleanor, and it's very confusing because the number of times we've had to redo a take because we forgot what her name was in the game is it's very, very high.
I know. Okay, so she's been building you a gift up here, I believe.
I think I'm good at nature, but then she just adds something like this, and it's just a set piece. It just makes it all come together. But here, you haven't been up here. This place up here is just spectacular.
It's like a kiss. It's like a Hershey kiss.
It's like an elf hat.
Yeah.
So she also has over here, not the house, but this little garden area that she added just right over here.
Oh yeah.
I was really impressed by this, and I really just love like compacting all the trees and then putting the cherry tree on there. Just chef kiss.
Let's skip over closer to your place real quick, and we'll pick up over there. This is a place that my viewers actually probably are familiar with. This is the famous bridge you just finished.
Yes, this is my favorite bridge I've ever built, and one of the reasons I built this is because mainly so I could build that house over there, but so that you could just have a great view across the waterway. Yep. There's just so many good views from here, and I am all about the views from over here. It is just a lovely place to be.
You know, picking a place to build in a new world is always stressful because you want somewhere good, and you definitely picked a good one, I think.
Yeah, I was very hesitant at this spot at first because I actually thought everyone else built all the good places. But when we were picking our place out on the map, no one picked over here, so I kind of just monopolized the entire area.
No, it's great. It's great. And you have a friend. Tell us about... we've seen some of your friends pop up now and then. Why don't you tell us about them?
Yeah, so these guys are just... They're basically player NPCs. Wow, he's
you trying to tell me something, I guess. Yes, I know. Aladrium's a slave master. I know, I get it.
Yeah, well, just wait till you see my villagers, too. So he is basically a regular villager. Yeah. He is programmed just like a regular villager. He will do all the villager things, but he has a player skin. And, I can just grab any regular player skin and apply it to him, and he will have it, and he'll look, and he'll walk, and he'll do whatever he wants. There's a couple of other things that I have kind of in the beta phase that he'll do, but, they don't quite work. So if we come over here, we have a nice little lovely area, and probably the only thing special over here, aside from the fact that I think this was my first time-lapse build that I built, is these lovely little custom totems that we added.
Yes.
So we obviously retextured the Totem of Undying, and Adequate made that glorious lotus for us.
Oh,
and
thanks.
When I was looking at it, I thought, we should make 4 more and have them do special effects. So these are custom totems that you eat instead of you die to apply. Yeah. But they apply a whole bunch of effects from speed to health regen to really kind of whatever.
But this is nothing compared to your big house.
Yes, my big house that Adequate so pointedly called out to be an entire village, which I suppose it is now that I added the basement, isn't it?
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I just have a humble little home, and you've got a palace. All right, so we've been in here many times in my episodes. I would like to see 2 things. Show me the favorite part of this build for you, and then show me something that we have not seen, something behind the scenes. And then there's something before you do that, I want to point out something that I love for myself. You made these books.
Yes,
you added these books. I don't know if you made them, you added them, but whatever you did, these are amazing.
Yeah, so these actually came from another resource pack,
Yeah.
and I basically aggregated several resource packs and then modified them to sort my needs. This one is one of my favorites though because there's so many different styles. They each can be oriented however you want.
Yeah, I see them vertical and horizontal, sideways. Yeah.
Yeah, these little things like this where, they're kind of Minecrafty, but they're kind of not. I think they make little areas just pop so much more.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so your favorite part and then something I haven't seen yet.
Okay, my favorite part.
Or my viewers haven't seen.
Your viewers haven't seen. Okay, well, I know what your viewers haven't seen. I think my favorite part, honestly, is going to be down here in the basement.
Okay.
And where is it? I just built it last episode, and I don't quite have memory where everything is. So down here is my storage room. And and this is just it's a little bit busy, but I think probably my favorite part about this is we have the small map up there, which one of our other creators, Chili Cheese, actually made the map, and I basically just shrunk it down. And then Adequate, we've repurposed the we purposed. It's half of me. Sometimes talk is hard there, mate. I don't remember which map this is, but one of the 4x3 maps that we have, I have Adequate repurposed to be this. And I think when I was building this, I was saying, where can I put this map that everyone can see? And I thought this was just the perfect spot.
Awesome. Yeah, Chili made this thing. I asked him to make it time specific. So these are just the things that I have seen, which is why I delivered them. My character has seen, and it's just amazing.
But the secret, I think, everyone really wants to know is how do we actually travel around? Because, we obviously don't walk everywhere. That would be a little too tedious. I know that our friend Adequate here loves taking his elytra everywhere, but
I do. I'm a big flyer. Obviously. Oh, yeah, I should come down here. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but I have a tendency to accidentally show things on camera, so I walk everywhere. So what I do is I have just nether portals hidden kind of all over the place.
Nice. That's so epic. Oh, I'm sorry. I got you.
No, it's okay.
Do it again. All right, there we go. You know what?
I should be able to stand on that and go all the way
You
up.
changed this button recently, didn't you?
Yes, because you commented, someone came out of here and I can't find the button.
I couldn't. I had no idea. It was a stone button, and I could not see it for the life of me. I don't know what was going on with me.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead, and I think we're actually going to pop into the nether right now.
Yeah. Oh, there we are.
So, this is the nether, and the nether is actually a really special place because Adequate did a ton of work up here on, Y93, I think? Carving this entire area out. This area started as a gigantic X, and we have just slowly evolved it into...
Well, yeah, I mean, I did the digging, but all this design in here, we kind of all split up the hallways, and this is Ladrium's design. This is what he did, and it's just amazing looking.
Yeah, as you can tell, I have some storage in here from all the work. This is a lot of blackstone and a lot of dark oak from the dark oak farm.
Oh, you think that's a lot? How about... that? That's a lot of blackstone.
That goes all the way down to we have a raid farm down there.
Yeah.
We have is the nether fortress down there too?
Yeah,
in
the fortress is down there. Yep, exactly.
Yep, that's like 700 blocks down there.
Yeah.
That was not a fun process to do.
Yeah, I don't know why. Well, I think we do have a fortress that's closer, but that's the one that allowed us to get the frog lights that had the particular type of bastion you needed to make a frog light farm.
Yeah, right.
That's why it's so far down.
So someone had built a blaze farm over there. Was that Mummy?
No, that was me. I did that too. Yeah.
Oh, that was you? Yeah. See, I don't remember anyone making a blaze farm, and I just stumbled upon it the other day. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
There are secrets in this nether tunnel, but we just have to wait for someone to explore that. But I want to go down to where kind of the main nether hub is.
Okay. Yep.
Because this is just one of the arms.
Yep.
The main one right here is, and I will preface this by saying, Adequate carved this entire area out, and he kind of made up the initial design for this, and it is just such this lovely place in here.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff in here. Obviously, I don't keep a lot of my supplies in here, mainly because it's really tedious to bring them back and forth.
Yeah. There's way too many chests in here. We'll probably never use them, but I just wanted to make sure and have enough in here in case we wanted them.
Yeah. So let's actually go over here to Eleonora's
this hallway. I actually, one second. I want to take a peek down my hallway. I was like, okay, this is nice. This is nice, but it's not difficult, this hub that we made. And I'm like, okay, here's my hall. You know, I just want to keep it pretty simple, easy to fly down, you know, not too crazy. And even though yours is beautiful, it's still pretty straightforward in its build. But no, they didn't want to keep it the same. They wanted to be a little
Yeah, they went all out. So, I mean, this place is just wonderful. Oh, there's that iron golem. Have I told you that this iron golem over here, she keeps spawning them in, and it keeps wandering over to the end, the portal that goes to the end, and keeps dropping in through the end gateway.
This thing is beautiful. She probably should do a little bit of mob safing a little bit.
Yeah,
I love the look of it.
She's actually done a pretty good job because the buttons are mob proof, the glass is mob proof, the carpet. I think it's just, and she's got string here on most of these. I know that you probably can't see those.
Oh no, yeah, I have that on. I don't see actually. I see string there. Yeah, probably just a few pieces of carpet around on this stuff up here, and it'd be mob safe. She did a good job. You're right.
Now you've been here more than I have. Yeah. I know the place, but why don't you show us around?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
I don't know it as well. Look, everybody. I mean, come on. Seriously, she has built so much. It's just so incredible. This was like one of the first builds that she did. This is her main little home area. And it's just so cool the way that she got all the different blocks. As you see, these blocks aren't normal to the game. These are part of the Grimdark. And so she just ran with it and did an amazing job with those. Yeah.
It was the first thing to go up, and I think it was very iconic for all of us because when we were just starting, it was, oh, we have to build this big thing. And then here comes Mummy Eleonora, and she just pops this monstrosity right here. I was like, okay, the bar's been set.
Exactly, that's exactly what it was. I was like, oh, we can just start this slow. I can just live out of a tent. And then I'm like, well, nope, I'm not living out of a tent now.
Yeah, I got to build something big and something impressive to deal with this.
She, of course, made the honey farm, which looks amazing as well. I always love, that's the one thing I like about Mummy, is that every one of her farms has a really good look to them.
Yes, they're all very aesthetic, and they're also very functional.
Yeah. So yeah, this was amazing. There's a flower farm she's got tucked away in here somewhere. I can't even find it, to be honest. I know it's here. I've been there, but and I think there's a cactus farm is down here. She's just got little things tucked away, everything, but you would never know it because that kind of just all flows together so well. But actually nearby, let's go through this this door, this gateway she has. Nearby, she has a village that she started. Oh wait, is that down? I don't know how to work this. Oh, there we go. And then she got started on this thing. You can tell it has once again the Mummy hallmark. It just looks amazing. She definitely has a lot of work to do on it, but it looks so good over here. Oh, she's let these villagers out. She's
let some of them out. If we look
look in this window. There's still one trapped inside here.
Yeah, everywhere there's dirt. So she put dirt over these originally because there was a pillager outpost, I think, over here in this corner. And she was trying to use this as a village breeder so that everything was nice and close to her.
Yeah, all Minecrafters who've been playing for a while know this is totally normal, regular Minecraft behavior. But in the context of a story, I didn't know what to say about it. So,
right.
Okay, I think that is it for Mummy. Where would you like to? Oh, actually, you know what? There is one more Mummy thing.
Oh, there is. What are we going to go see?
We should go to the tavern.
Oh, yes. We should go to the tavern.
So this is the tavern. We did it. We saw it in our big group campaign.
Yes. Mummy built this beautiful tavern.
Yeah.
It's a ginormous build. Like, it doesn't look that big, but it's 3 stories tall. Does it have a basement other than the portal? I think it's just the portal.
Right? Yeah, kind of. So a little behind the scenes on how we kind of do things story-wise. So Chili is our narrator, and he kind of lays things out for the group adventures and how we're going to get there and end. And this area around here, around the tavern, was supposed to be like the narrator's village. We were going to populate it with NPCs. It was going to be a whole thing that would slowly grow over time. And so I think he told Mummy, hey, can you build me like a little tavern? It's kind of based on, you're not a D&D-er, right? Like originally?
No.
There's this tavern in D&D, put it in the comments below. It's, if you know it, it's like, has a well in the middle of it where you jump down for adventures. I know some D&D-er is going to be really crushed that I didn't know the name of this thing. But he's like, yeah, can you just build kind of a small one like that? And well, she built that.
Yeah, this was definitely supposed to be a little bit smaller because, we were trying to just keep things simple when we have no resources. Because we are, for the most part, playing in survival.
Yeah.
And then she just goes plonk.
Yeah, let's go inside. But yeah, no, it's, and it's amazing. It turned out so good. And I don't know if we haven't said, the reason it got its name, the Drunken Salmon, because we were over here talking about storyline stuff. And we had a hard time talking because fish would come out of this. And because of the soul sand would flop around, and it was just so distracting, and that's how it became known as the Drunken Salmon, because of all the salmon that were flopping around in here.
Yeah, and I think to fix that, we actually had to recode all the area around the tavern to be Mushroom Island, so that's why the water looks a little bit funky, but that's why nothing spawns
not for
over
me,
here
ha! I have my water pack, ha! It looks pretty for me.
Yeah, it looks this really ugly gray.
Oh,
you can
that's
see
funny. It's totally beautiful blue for me.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, this block right here is actual world spawn. Right here. Boop, boop.
Well, this is the modified world spawn because we moved.
True.
Spawn,
True.
right?
It's like in the middle of the ocean somewhere, I think, the original one.
Yeah, that's a rough spawn. We moved it over here for obvious reasons.
Yep. But okay, I'm gonna brag on Eladrium. This is not the only thing over here that's massive in the the narrator village. You went ahead and built a guild hall, right?
Yeah, so this was going to be the adventure guild where all of the villagers from around the area could gather and give us quests and talk about their problems, and we could go off here for either larger quests or mini quests to start going out and adventuring into the world.
Now, I mean, probably no surprise, you may have seen me already do this. We're in creative. I'm gonna fly up here because I want you guys to see the terracing he did on this. Like, you think the build is beautiful, but this terracing just fits the landscape so good. You did a great job with this.
Thank you. Yeah, the terracing is my new thing.
Yeah.
That is the thing I love to do.
Well, yeah,
I actually enjoy the terracing much more than I've enjoyed the house build, if I'm completely honest.
Well, yeah, it looks great. And I think you filled this thing with some more NPCs, right?
Yes, I did. So if we swing on over up here, you might notice my building style has been kind of similar where I have this entry steps here.
Yep.
There's a little bit of similarity here, but let's go downstairs first, basement first. So down here is where all of the supplies for this kind of tavern place might be. These were going to be the armor and the smithy who lives down here, and they would supply us with potions or tools or kind of whatever is on hand, so we could use like as a little mini trading post.
Yeah. And
just give us a lot of options for when we're down here. Like if we need to re-kit and rearm out before we go on an adventure, these guys might have some stuff. Maybe they have a quest for us. And then so over here, these are the other villagers, and I don't quite know how Minecraft AI works. I know I programmed it to do this, but I'm not exactly sure. They live here, and it's incredibly eerie seeing a player model that's an AI in Minecraft, at least for me, because they just walk around and they just do stuff, and it sometimes feels very natural. Other times it feels a little bit clunky, but just having people walk up and down the house, go to the bed when they're ready to go to sleep. It's a very different way of playing Minecraft. If you don't have a pack like this, I would strongly encourage you to have it because it makes the game feel very different.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely one of the things people have been asking about for a long time is, more interactive, versatile villagers and whatnot. Any other surprise in here, or should we go on to the next build?
Oh, there's plenty of surprises in here, but you'll just kind of have to wait to another episode to see that. Let's go on to another build.
All right. Okay, so we were on our way to something else and almost forgot. This is Bloodstorm's area, right?
Yes. Well, you tell me, because you've actually been over here. I've been over here once, and I found it by accident. Yeah, so it's actually kind of a little bit weird for him to have a house kind of like this, because he intentionally wants his character to kind of be a wanderer.
a thief kind of running around, going to other people's bases. That's kind of what his vibe is going to be. So that's why his build is not so elaborate. It's kind of just a basic base for him to hang out in.
When we were doing our first adventure, I think we were all looking through the treasure because none of us knew what to expect.
Yeah.
And he just swipes all the diamonds.
Yes.
And like I look at one chest, it's like, oh wow, look at this, because I want everyone to have an opportunity to see stuff. And I go back and it's like everything's gone.
And
it's all gone.
Didn't say, I think to this day, not even to us, has he admitted that he took it.
No, we had to go back to footage.
We all know he did, but I think he's so in character. He hasn't even admitted to today that he's taken it. Yeah, he started collecting these heads. In my first encounter with him, he was like, "Oh, I got a wandering trader head." I was like, "You did what?" And like on camera, like you murdered a wandering trader. I was like,
and that actually brings us to another thing because you actually buried that wandering trader.
I did. I had to give it. Yeah. Okay. You want to go see it?
Yeah, let's go over there because that is just another incredible place. There's so many nice places on the server. We should close the gate behind us.
Okay.
So we are over here at the Wandering Trader Village, and you built this. Why don't you tell us?
Yeah. So once he did that, I kind of felt like we needed to make them more part of the story. So I make these little shorts about NPCs, and I made one about wandering traders being lots of brothers. And so I made a house for them where they live. And then over here, I went ahead and gave them a little graveyard.
Yeah, this is one of the graveyards on the server for all the random characters that we have. We have
there's their mother who died years ago.
Yep, better than Jules, and then Wendell.
Wendell, that's killed by Bloodstorm. I'm going to show you one thing about this build. It's my favorite thing. It's their bedroom. And so, like the Seven Dwarfs, the color scheme, the blue of the carpet and the yellow of the beds is the Wandering Trader color scheme. And I just have all their beds lined up, and they got little chests over here with their names on them. This tickled me pink. When I did this, I don't know why, I just laughed my way through making this. It just felt so silly.
And do you have Sleeping Beauty's bed over here too? Is that what this is?
That was the mother's bed for sure, but yeah. But yeah.
So really, we just need a prince to come over, and we can bring her back to life, is what I'm hearing.
Maybe. But yeah, just something like the little color scheme and all the little yellow beds lined up in a row just tickled me. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, this is cute. I love how you also did the little coat hangers right here for their jackets.
Yeah.
Right. So where do you want to go next? I think that we should actually see the rest of. I think we should go through the portal in the hub. And then pop out in your bases area.
Okay, yeah, we can totally do that. Yep, let's do that. Okay, so when we go through this portal, we're going to be somewhere that people haven't seen before. It goes straight to my backstage area. So
yeah, I built my backstage area kind of hidden in your base. You just built an entire backstage area.
Yeah, just underground, just out of view. Yeah, totally, absolutely.
You have the typical Minecraft starter mine, and like that's what this is.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I can show, this is very behind the scenes. This is the underneath of my random generator, my altar of remembrance. So it's just a bunch of droppers and hoppers. And I push the button, and they double push out a single item for each side so that I get my number. That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah, this is a very clever build, because it is random for you, isn't it?
Yeah,
like you don't
totally,
script what it is.
Totally random, and I have struggled so hard because I committed. I don't know if anybody, we do so much make believe here. I don't know if anybody believes me, but I am 100% committed to doing what it rolls out. And so I couldn't leave my village for several episodes because I kept rolling terribly.
Yeah, and then when we'll talk about Parcel Pete here in a little bit, but that Parcel Pete came from that random number generator, basically.
He totally did. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is just storage. Yay, nothing fancy. But yeah, this is you're going to see where my portal is, or that's my way in and out. I don't know if anybody's noticed this yet or not. It's just a little button right here in the corner that gets us through.
When I first came over to your base trying to find the portal, because I didn't want to walk because we didn't have the paths in, I spent maybe 20 minutes trying to find the button. And eventually I just went into spectator mode because I knew it was behind here. I just couldn't figure out how to open it.
Yeah, it's just hidden plain sight. Here it is.
You just pass right over it. So this is your village that you had for the Norns. Let's talk about this for me.
So the first thing I want to do is give some credit. I have a friend. I almost said somebody else.
Your other friend?
Oh
you
my
have
gosh.
Friends other than me?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I almost said Silent Whisperer. Now that's the only name I can think of in my head.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. I remember now. I get clear my head. Mystery Crusader. That's so horrible. I hate when you get one thing stuck in your head and you can't get it out. Okay. No, yeah. Mystery Crusader. So he helped with the base design of. I told him I wanted something very simple, but slightly Nordic. And so these houses are his base design, and he nailed it with this. Yeah, he did a great job.
This fits very well with your you just moved here kind of vibe. It's not super elaborate like you have a row house, but it's very nice.
We talked about this earlier. My blue friend here is an Eladrium special. The design is mine, but the functionality of it actually being a separate entity. It's not just a villager that I have a pack making it look like they're blue. They are separate. I'm messing this up. You say it. What is it?
Yeah, so here, I'm going to go into creative and I'm going to get a villager and then I'm going to get a Norn villager spawn egg.
Oh no, we're going to kill a villager. We'll do that off camera. We'll kill this new villager off camera.
Yeah, and finally, an opportunity to get rid of all that stuff we picked over at Mummy. So, this is a Norn villager, and this is a regular villager, and they just live and coexist together.
Yep.
Basically, these are the exact same thing as the villagers I have over my base, except their player model isn't a player model; it's just the regular model. And then Adequate had these villager skins that he applied on top of it.
Yeah.
The reason we did this is because originally you had. Just a custom resource.
Yeah, for most of the time. This is pretty new. Most of the time, if you came over to my village, you had to get my pack so that you could change all the villagers over to be blue, so that they look like blue. They're over here.
Yeah, and I think I just got annoyed with it at one point because I was sick and tired of reapplying the pack. So I just said, here, have normal villagers. They do all the same things. But I do love that your villagers just kind of walk around. It's so much better than Eleanor's place where they're trapped in houses.
Well, I talked about the view. So this view is also the reason why they can walk around. So we are tucked back into this, what do you call it? A fjord or not a fjord? This little indent valley with a bay and because of that, all I had to do was light up a little bit up the hills and I get very few bad mobs in my village, and so they can just wander around unmolested.
All right, so in your episodes, I have seen you in the council house that you built, but you've always done a kind of corner camera up in there. I don't usually see kind of the entire thing, so I would love to see the village house that you have in here.
I've done something similar to this before in another series, and I really liked it. Basically, you're always looking for a way to give straight narration, but make it interesting.
Right.
And I feel like a council room is a good way to do that.
Yeah, because you have, we talk about kinetic energy. This has the kinetic energy inside of it with these guys. They're kind of just doing this thing all the time, but
yeah, they're almost never looking at me. Okay. Well, are we going to finish here? Do we have permission to go oversee the narrator area, or should we finish it up here?
Well, do you want to show off some of the farms?
Oh, yeah. Let's, let's do that.
Let's show off the farms. Do you want to show off your boat?
The ship?
Because I want to use your ship in, my last episode.
Well, then let's save it.
Okay, let's save it. So, so let's...
If you want to see the ship, check into the next episode after this one.
Yep. You'll have to just wait, because we're going to use it.
Exactly. Okay, so I think... Yeah, we should just start with, you have the most farms. You just go out to your Mushroom Island, yeah?
Yeah, let's go out there. Okay. Don't ask me what the coordinates are, because I don't know what the coordinates are. Okay, so we are over here on a Mushroom Island. We have a couple of these scattered around, and we have put all of our farms on these islands.
Yes.
The only thing that spawns here are these skeleton traps, which I have collected and killed probably 100 over. But in case anyone is wondering, where do we get our items from?
It's creative, right? We just
here.
we just get whatever we want in creative.
Yeah, I just go in creative. I mean, have you tried doing arches, regular and survival?
No.
It's just a pain.
We don't do that. I mean, yes, I know at this moment we're flying around in creative, but this is a special case. This is not what we normally do.
These are my farms. Any of my viewers who have watched my other Bedrock series might recognize them. Basically, if I have a tutorial of it, it's over here. And I've copied a lot of things over. But, over here we have the wood farms. I ended up making 2 of them because we kept pouncing through we went through wood.
Yeah.
We go through wood very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So these are set up so that you can, I think in about 5 minutes, get a cube. Got a iron farm up there in the sky. That probably is still loaded with iron because I haven't cleared it out from the last times I left my camera account just sitting over here. There's a gold farm over there in the background. I think the most popular farm on the server, if I'm totally going to be honest, is this nether tree farm.
Oh, it
I have
absolutely
had to restock this
It absolutely
so many
is.
times.
Yeah.
And then the one farm that no one can actually be near when it's running is this bone meal farm over here. If you come in here, if you step into my glass house, wow, that's really loud.
I'll throw a stone.
That in post. Yeah, so this pressure plate right here is actually rewired to start the entire farm. So if my camera account's standing on that, the farm's off, and if I need to unload this area, I just log off of my camera account or move from around via teleport, and the whole farm shuts off.
Oh,
it's a nice little safety net that exists to make sure that this place... I gotta get out of here. I can't. If you need a bone meal farm, I mean, forget a kelp farm. This will outproduce any kelp farm by about...
That's crazy,
1,000%.
Yeah, there's just chests and chests and chests full of...
shulkers.
Yeah,
of bone
shulkers
meal.
of bone meal. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but you have some farms too, and I think you have probably the most important farm on the server, if I'm totally honest.
Oh, really?
Because it's where we get all of our XP from.
Oh, that one. Yes. I was thinking about the Mushroom Island, but yeah, you're right. Yeah. Let's head over there real quick.
We are here at, in my opinion, probably one of the most important places on the server, because this is where we get all of our experience from.
And now I can use the name from earlier, Silent Whisperer. This is his. This is 100% copy. I watched the tutorial block by block, and I think at the top's a little bit different for us, but yeah, it's 100% Silent Whisperers.
Right. So here's what I really want to think. You have 2 tridents with Impaling 5 on each of them.
Well, Impaling
and
5.
I don't know. I have no. Well, the Impaling 5 is easy. I just have a villager that spits it out.
Exactly.
How did you? You must have spent so much time farming tridents around this area.
Not as bad as you think. I mean, yes, but no. I mean, I literally just hopped off the edge, swam around, killed some dudes. It was not... actually, to be honest, because of where I live, on the bay, I think I probably had a quarter of these already before I even started the farm.
Oh, really?
I knew I wanted to make this, so I was collecting tridents from day one.
And then you also have the farm that inspired my mushroom farm, actually, is that one right over there.
Yeah, that actually, that is 100% me. I made that specifically, I think, was it? No. Yes, I think I made it for this world.
Yeah, I think this is new. Oh, there's actually new stuff over here I haven't seen. Yeah, see, I only come over here to steal all the leather for books.
Yeah, yep. But yeah, this mushroom farm, I don't know. I thought it was funny just going back and forth. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, I did make this. People who watch my solo world will know I actually made this for that. But yeah, I always thought it was funny just like riding back and forth and they're jumping to their own death. I thought that was hilarious for some reason.
So is that how this one works, where if you ride in this cart, they just kind of follow you?
You ride in the cart holding a piece of wheat, and they just all just jump to their... So you total 100% AFK, and they just fall off to their death.
See, that's so clever. My farm is so much more complex. You got soul sand and bubble stuff, and this is just like sit in a cart.
Let's see. I did this... I never liked any... I've never seen a coarse fruit collector that worked 100%. They're all terrible. But this is my version of it. And then this is mine. This is also 100% mine. It's a mud clay terracotta farm. So by making 4, You fill this thing up with mud, and it starts drying out because there's dripstone below here. You move over here. I'm dual purposing it for copper. You move over here and do it, and by the time you make it around to all 4 quadrants, the first one has pretty much almost all gone to clay. So it's basically a non-stop clay factory.
See, you're doing it the easy way. I'm just trying to raid all of the trail ruins to get all of my mud blocks because I'm not really using a lot. But that's how I've been getting it. I had no idea this was over here.
Yeah. I think Mummy used it quite a bit because she used some brick, so she wanted to come make the brick. Now, all this is impressive. We've shown your programming skills on the add-on packs. We've shown building skills, farms, technical redstone, but there's one person who has a skill we haven't shown yet.
Yes, and that is our humble narrator, Chili Cheese, and his build team, who built the place of our first adventure, which I think it blew everyone away. I mean, you obviously, I think, had a little bit of a sneak peek kind of.
I knew the location it was going to be in. That's all I knew.
Right, but I think none of us knew what to expect on that first adventure, and it was a totally different perspective than what we were expecting.
Yeah.
So why don't we go over...
The skill I was referring to is his command blocks. He actually has use of command blocks and been using that for all his stuff.
Yeah, so why don't we go over to the narrator hub first, and then we can get to there, right? Because that's how that redstone works.
Yeah, we'll have to be careful. I think he has some future stuff going on. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we can get there from there. Yeah. Okay. So I've been told. I talked to Chili. He knew we were going to do this. He wanted me to let people know that he did not spend his building efforts on this.
Yes. This is a square box with a glass roof on it.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Drunken Salmon sign right there.
Yeah, so Chili and his build team, this is where they store all of the things that they use for the builds that they do in survival.
Yep.
And so it's absolutely
that's
everything.
really all to say about it. It's just a huge, even below, you can see it's just a huge storeroom. Is really all it is. He was like, "Don't show it. It's not pretty." I'm like, "I don't want you spending your time making this pretty. That's not the adventure."
Yeah, this doesn't need to be pretty. We want to see the pretty things, and the pretty things are. This is the ancient city, and this is where we had our first adventure. And I don't think any of us were expecting to come out down there when we jumped through there.
I know. Look, he even did a good job. He even completed the picture by putting the portal above us. Yeah.
I honestly thought when we were doing the adventure that we were going to jump down there and you'd say, okay, now everyone teleport to these coordinates. Nope. We jumped down there and we just popped out here, and it was... you were just thrust right into it.
No editing magic. It was pure Chili magic.
Right, pure stuff. He does actually have a secret room back here. I don't know if
I actually haven't been here. No.
So he has a room back here, and I think it's.
What is it?
Yeah, it's right here.
I've never seen this.
I found this, and I had to put it back because I came back down here exploring in one of my episodes. All of his build designs that he and his build team did are hidden and stashed through here. So all the things that we see. They are just looted in through here.
Yeah, I think he just gave a little examples of I want something kind of like this, and then they would go and make stuff. Yeah.
Right, but let's go ahead. Let's first walk down that hallway, because we want to talk about that.
Okay. And we keep saying build team. He has had some help, but his main build team has been Ginger Snap.
Yes, Ginger Snap.
Yeah. She's done so much work for the build team. We really appreciate her.
This puzzle right here, what did we have to do? We had to get the levers in the right position, and then we had to rotate these torches in the right way.
Yeah, and for some reason, we're like, well, this can't be all the times because it only shows the quarter hours or eighth hours. But then we realized that he only put the times in with eighth of an hour. Or, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, it took us a long time to figure it out for some reason.
Right. So anyway, we decided that we were just going to blow this up. No, we eventually figured it out.
Yeah.
And then we stumbled upon this, and I have not been in an ancient city like in vanilla Minecraft in a very long time. So when I came in here, I was like, "Oh, this is what? This is what?"
Yeah.
It was. I think we were all just very taken back by how much work had gone into this.
But yeah, actually, the best way to do it is just to fly around. I mean, they did an amazing job. All these houses and all these stories.
Well, yeah, and I think what the most impressive thing about this is that if we were to switch over into vanilla, these structures are all here.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly.
He reinvented what an ancient city would have looked like in the past before it got turned to ruin. I mean, like over here, this area over here with the bathhouse, like I imagine this is exactly what Mojang was thinking this looked like before it got ruined.
Yeah. Yep.
Is there a build in the ancient city that's your favorite?
Yeah, so, well, first of all, I want to talk about the build. When you're playing D&D or these types of games, you're always trying to get the loot, and this was our very first in the game chance to upgrade our loot. And so that's why this one holds a special place in my heart. It's just a little kind of forgery type area. He had some loot in here, gave us all a chance to get something better, but we were supposed to get at it only if we achieve the dice roll, and we just skipped it. And so it's supposed to work like this. Just push the button. You get a block. Oh, let's see. I need to turn on. Okay, never mind. Here we go. Let's see. I forgot I was in creative. 2. So we would have failed. This was a 2. We would have failed this strength test, and we wouldn't have been able to go in.
Right.
So we just completely.
We all forgot that we had character sheets because we were just like, we don't know what happens.
Yeah.
We don't know why we're here.
Yeah.
Because we accidentally killed the narrator. Right.
Yeah. The way it's supposed to work is we if it's a strength test, we pick the person who has the best strength. They do the dice roll. They use their modifier, and if it's high enough, they get to go in. But yeah, we messed that up. What about you? What was your favorite part of the ancient adventure here?
Yeah. So aside from these pillars over here, there's these towers that are just kind of sitting over here. Yeah. Because I think coming up in here, well, maybe not at the very top, but on this lower level right here, when we came in here, it was very much, oh yeah, it's very different. I don't think I fully appreciated that everything was redone
the whole thing,
until we came up on one of these towers and looked around. And it was just, and every single part of this ancient city has been completely overhauled. Yeah. And I think that's why I like this one. There was also some items up here, wasn't there?
Maybe. I don't remember that one particularly.
Yeah, there was some loot up here, but being able just to kind of look around and just kind of take this all in, I mean, I'm all about the views, so any opportunity to kind of take the views in, this really sealed it for me.
All right. Okay, well, let's hop out of here and see if there's anything else we want to look at to wrap this up.
So that is our world. This is a fantastic little place here. There's tons of cool builds. I'm sure that there's things that we missed.
Oh, definitely.
You didn't see. And we just wanted to share that because not everyone is going to watch all of our episodes. We know this. We acknowledge this. We know that you weren't subscribed. You should subscribe to Adequate.
Definitely. And you should subscribe to Ladrium.
And there's just a ton of things on here that we haven't seen, and we wanted to make sure that everyone else saw. Yep. Now, before we go, there is a couple more episodes coming out that we have very scripted content for.
Oh, yes.
So over the next couple of weeks, you're going to want to hang in for that because there's more adventures happening.
Oh, yes.
So that is going to be it for us in this episode. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, subscribe to this fellow over here. Oh, I can't hit you. Subscribe to this fellow over here.
Yep. Subscribe to this fellow over here.
And we will see you in the next episode.
And we hope that you found it adequate.
Bye.
Bye.